I had a new life all planned.
When you have finished the exam, close the booklet, turn it face downwards, and raise your hands.
Then with the opening of a door,
Mr. Jankowski.
every plan I had vanished.
Is there any other family to call?
I had read the book, and I had always wanted to tell a story in the circus. I've always been kind of fascinated with the circus, and so when I read this, I just thought that this would be a perfect movie. It was a very visual book and created a great world with great characters, and I think I'm a visual director, and so that world would be fun to build. But also, it had a lot of different emotions in it, which I think makes it for an exciting experience.
No, that's just me. No home, no family. Forcing myself not to look back.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to have an original film, and I also think, one of the reasons I wanted to do the movie was that I wanted a much more organic film, and a film where you really shot everything, and then it wasn't all green screen and wasn't all, visual effects. And, my last movie was a lot of visual effects, and I got a little tired of it, and I think that sometimes you pay for it a little bit with story when you do with that.
Maybe you could say that this movie is somewhat anachronistic. It doesn't follow the current trend too much. To be perfectly honest, I hope it's going to be a new trendsetter, because I think we should scale down the onslaught on the nervous system a little bit in what we're doing in the movies, and go back to telling proper stories that concern us as human beings, that we can relate to on an emotional level, and where we can experience something that really touches us and moves us, rather than just being, put into a state of shock because of overbearing special effects and explosions and, people kind of hitting each other. I mean, not that in this movie they don't hit each other, but you kind of follow the emotional development until it arrives at the moment of violence, and not just gratuitously.
I've always liked the 30s. I like the clothes. I just like this. I like the feel of them. But yeah, one of the biggest things to me, I've always wanted to do a movie with wild animals, and there are only so many stories you can do. And also playing a vet. I mean, there's only so many movies where you can have an elephant, a tiger, like horses, zebras. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, every single animal was there every day. So yeah, that's definitely one of the things that's really attracted me to it.
What's this, Earl?
I'm just looking for work, sir.
Jacob Jankowski, Fangini Brothers' very own Ivy League veterinarian. You do right by me, I'll show you a life most suckers can't even dream of.
Yeah, it's such a different world where, it's strange, because I was doing like Twilight movies for a long time before, like right up until when I shot this, and just suddenly not having the contact lenses in and not having all the makeup on, like it was like a weight taken off you. I mean, you can touch your face and stuff. It's just a lot easier.
It was a wonderful opportunity to work with an elephant this closely, and I've had experiences working with animals before in films, but never in this capacity. And it was very fun, because I got to train with her for 5 months, and every day go and meet her. Actually, she lives with 6 other elephants, so I got to work with many elephants. I had to learn how to do the trapeze first, so that I could be used to the height of the elephant. And then I had to do a lot of training on the horses. And that was definitely the most difficult, was the horse training, because I was supposed to stand on top of the horses, and they have no saddles on, and there's no safety equipment, and I fell a lot off the horses.
Who's the woman who works with the horses? That's the boss's wife. She don't talk to nobody, and you don't talk to her.
Any living creature needs to know who's in charge.
As soon as I read the script, I just thought it was so beautifully written, and then I read the book, and I loved the book, and I thought it's just a unique opportunity to get to play such a strong woman. You know, women in the 1930s who had no education, no opportunities. It was a real sort of survival story.
Can I help you?
I'm not sure you'll want to when you learn who I am.
I know who you are. Why have you come?
To see my son.
That's a little bizarre. Yes, the first movie Rob and I did, he played my son. He was 17 and I was 27. And it was just so ridiculous they took it out of the movie. So it was great for us to actually make a film this time that, you know, we could, we could have like a real sort of acting opportunity with each other.
Yeah, no, it is kind of strange. But like, yeah, she was young. She was too young to play my mother before she was like 25. So this seems a little more sensible.
And he was perfect for the role of Jacob. I thought Robert was very well cast. You know, he's a man. He has a great journey in this film. He goes from being a boy to a man in the film, and I thought Rob was perfect for that.
The only hard thing is having to not have much time after a job and like before a new one to kind of, you know, change your mind around. But it's strange. Once you've done it for a few years, like doing film after film after film, you get used to it. It becomes easier. Because before I would always need like 3 months before a movie to prepare, and now I have 3 days.